Let's rev it up! Ah. Hello everybody, DK Guillotine here, and welcome to my unboxing and review of the Funko Pop Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's Stardust Dragon. Okay, let me get this out of the way right now. I do not like Funko Pops. I don't like them. I get that people like them. I get they're fun. I get they're cheap and they're collectible. I get it, but I don't like them. I think they're ugly. I had a phase where I liked them sorta kinda. I have completely outgrown that phase. I do not like Funko Pops. However, the other day, I was at Target, and I was looking for new Transformers, and I went to the little section in the back that has, like, anime stuff and, Funko Pops and all that shit, because sometimes they have cool stuff back there. And I saw this, and I audibly gasped, because please do not take this next statement lightly. I fucking love Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds is one of the first anime I have ever watched, and it is still to this day, even after all the masterpieces I have watched, because I am a ridiculously huge and bigger anime fan than I was back at that time. Even to this day, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds is still one of my all-time favorite animes. It is my number 4 or number 5 easily. I adore Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. It is a masterpiece. It was my favorite shonen for the longest time. I love it. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. And when I saw this, I had to get it because I have nothing from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds other than my Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards themselves. I have nothing from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, and I had to get this because I freaking love it. With that being said, let's jump into the review. This is it. This is the Funko Pop of Stardust Dragon. I am going to be unboxing this. I am a little bit hesitant to unbox it because it is a Target exclusive. However, let me say that it is also kind of banged up at the top here. So, and this was the only one they had. There was not this. I didn't even know this thing existed, honestly. I didn't know this was coming out. I didn't know it existed. I saw it at Target and I audibly gasped and grabbed it. But before we get into this, I want to just talk a little bit about Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds because I have never in my life been able to just vent about how much I love this show, and I'm going to take this opportunity because this figure is not going to take long to review. It's a Funko Pop. It really is just going to be a matter of taking it out, looking at it, and showing you some comparisons, and that's pretty much it. I want to talk a little bit about Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. I'll probably put a little timestamp up, so if you want to skip right to the unboxing and review, you can do that, but I just want to talk a little bit about Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds because it might be, if there's one anime that you haven't watched, that my fellow weebs out there have not watched that I love, it is Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. Oh my god, even if you don't like Yu-Gi-Oh! I 100% recommend Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds because Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds is a fucking masterpiece. It has so many layers. Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds does things that the first two Yu-Gi-Oh! shows attempt to do and fall flat on their face. It not only has a really amazing story and really amazing characters, but it grows upon it. It brings in more characters and it doesn't just throw them to the side like the other two Yu-Gi-Oh! shows before it did, where they bring in new characters and then they just go like, oh no. They build their characters. They make you like their characters. They bring in new characters and they build them as well. There's characters that in the first season are antagonists and are grown to be genuinely amazing characters by the end and are so lovable and you love every single one of them. And there's so many layers to this show as well. It's not just about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Game and all that. There's also a whole thing about classism and how the weak and the poor are always neglected by society and a whole thing like that. And the main character, Yusei Fudo, is another one of my favorite anime characters of all freaking time. I really hope some company will make a figure of Yusei because I love that guy. And I have no figures of him. He's one of my... Because he's cool, but he's not too cool to where he comes off as edgy. And he's nice and he's caring, but not to the point where he comes off as cheesy. He's like the perfect mixture of really great, awesome guy and complete stone cold badass. He's the perfect mixture of them both, and he is such an amazing fucking character, and he has such an incredible arc throughout the show, and oh my god, I could just go on and on and on and on and on about Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds for hours, dude. I really genuinely could. It is a fucking masterpiece. Please God, if you have not watched it, watch it. You will not regret it. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the actual review of this product. Let's get into this. So here it is. This is the box right here. Stardust Dragon vinyl figure. It is a Target exclusive. We have a nice little picture of Stardust Dragon right here. By the way, in case you don't know, Stardust Dragon is Yusei's main monster, his favorite monster. It's his Dark Magician, basically. If you're a fan of the original Yu-Gi-Oh, you know Yugi as his Dark Magician. This is Yusei's Dark Magician, and he's also 15 billion times stronger than Dark Magician ever was. Fuck the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Anyway, Stardust Dragon, it's not a, okay, look, here's the deal. I hate the first season of the original Yu-Gi-Oh! It's fucking awful. I can't stand it. It makes me actually infuriated. As someone who actually plays the game, the first season of the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Literally infuriates me because it's such bullshit. After that, it gets a little bit better, but it's still okay. GX is pretty decent, but 5Ds is the only Yu-Gi-Oh! Show that you need to watch, man. It's the only one that you absolutely need to watch. Okay, I'm done. Okay, I'm done. Let's move on, okay? Stardust Dragon, just please, I'm sorry. I'm just such a mega fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, and I want to make that very clear. This is such a disaster of a video. Holy shit. Pop animation. Stardust Dragon 1064 on the back shows some other Yu-Gi-Oh! Funko Pops. This Blue Eyes Toon Dragon's kind of cool. Yami Bakura's kind of cool, although there's actually making a Nendoroid of Bakura, and I'm thinking about picking it up. I don't know. It'd be kind of cool, because I do sort of kind of like the original Yu-Gi-Oh! As well, but just nowhere near as much as Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. Good Smile, you have the license to Yu-Gi-Oh! Give us some Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds characters. I don't even care, man. Just give them to me. I will buy them. I love this fucking show. Okay, let's open this up. Alright, here we go. We're opening it up. Like I said, weird little nick right there, so I don't really feel too bad about this. Here we go. Oh, it's big and heavy. It's kind of, I'm not gonna lie, like, it's not the cool, it's not, the aesthetic of Funko Pops is always gonna be kind of an ugly one to me, but still, it's Stardust Dragon, dude! It's Stardust fucking Dragon! It's so fucking cool! So here is the figure itself. It has like no articulation whatsoever. It is just a normal, pretty much a standard Funko Pop, but it's freaking Stardust Dragon, dude! Look at that! It's pretty cool, actually. It's pretty cool. It has everything. It has the Stardust Dragon titties right there. It has all the crazy shapes and whatnot. It has the wings. I wish the wings would like, oh man, would it really have killed them to put the wings on like a joint where you could like bring them out like, cause look, they're like stuck like this and you can't like bring them out like that. That would have been so much better if you could have done that. Oh man, because like if they're on like the back here, what if I like ripped these off and then like moved them this way? I bet I could do that if I like pulled it off and then I rotated it a little bit. I super glued it back on. I mean, I don't care. I'm never gonna sell this thing. I mean, it's friggin' Stardust Dragon, dude. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D so friggin' much, dude. So I don't know. Let's get it. You get this stand right here. You have these little pegs right here, and you just plug it into the pegs. Let me just bring it down right here. Bring that down. There we go. There we go. There is the completed Funko Pop right there. It's a Funko Pop. I like I said, I'm not a fan of the aesthetic of Funko Pops, but I don't care because it's Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. So I don't care. But still, I mean, it's still very clearly Stardust Dragon. And to show that, just to prove to any doubters out there that I am a true Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D super fan, I decided to bring out my collection here to where I actually have an entire freaking page dedicated to the Signer Dragons and to Yusei's monsters. So, yeah, I am the real deal. I am probably the biggest 5Ds fan on this planet. I'm just gonna fucking say it. I would be very surprised if there is another person on this planet who loves Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds as much as I do. But I brought this out so I could grab the one and only Stardust Dragon and actually give you a legit comparison with this Funko Pop with the actual Stardust Dragon Yu-Gi-Oh! Card here. So here is, I don't want to just show it off. I mean, it's not like this is a valuable version of the card or anything. It's not Duelist Alliance. I don't actually remember which freaking set this is from, but there you go. There you have it. You can kind of see they're kind of going for like a similar kind of like pose. He's got like the wings wrapped around him and the hands are kind of in the same position as Stardust Dragon is on the actual card, although he would be flying if he was like that, which would have been so much cooler if they could have made this like a more dynamic stand, and he had the legs like down like it is just like in the card here where the leg is down like that. That would have been so much cooler, man, but this is what we got. Like I said, I mean, Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. If it wasn't Stardust Dragon, I probably wouldn't like this at all. But it's Stardust Dragon, so I fucking love it because it's Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. Oh my god, it's so cool just because it's Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. But man, it looks really goofy. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. This face looks like super derpy, and you have like the yellow eyes and all that. It's got like the Funko Pop aesthetic down to a T. But man, it's fucking Stardust Dragon. Like, what do you want from me? I could never be mad at this because it's Stardust Dragon, dude. This review, I mean, is already like a complete and fucking total disaster. So whatever, we're just gonna roll along with it. There it is. I mean, I don't really know what else to say about it. There it is. It doesn't do absolutely anything. It has no articulation whatsoever. I mean, it's not like this is an expensive figure. So maybe I'm asking for a little too much here. This figure is not expensive whatsoever. So maybe I am asking for just a little bit too much here, but even I really would have preferred if there could have been like some joints right here. I mean, like that would have been really nice, and maybe if they could have done like I said and actually recreated the pose he is in the card where he's like flying up like that. And I really don't think they did a great job on the head sculpt as well. I mean, they basically got it. I mean, yeah, they pretty much got it. They got the necessary parts of the design down. They got the titties, they got the shapes and whatnot, although the colors aren't even really that right either. And he doesn't really look all that accurate to the anime either, because I mean, I've watched Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds like 5 times, like 4 or 5 times at least. So yeah, trust me, I remember it. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, no matter what I say, I love this thing because it is fucking Stardust Dragon, and that's fucking amazing. I would absolutely love to get a little Yusei to put next to this, or man, like I said, Good Smile Company has the Yu-Gi-Oh! License. Give me 5Ds figures. Give me Nendoroids of Yusei and Shaq and Akiza, or Figmas or Pop-Up Raids. I don't care. I will buy them because I fucking love this show. But that's really all I can say. I mean, there's really nothing else to say about this thing. It is a completely static figure. It is Stardust Dragon, and that's pretty much it. For a comparison, here's a Pop-Up Raid figure in case that helps at all. And here's another one of my very few Funko Pops, my Bonnie, because I love Bonnie. So there you go. There's a little comparison. I don't know what else I really should be comparing this thing with. There you go. This is the one and only time I will ever review a Funko Pop on this channel. I hope this video was at least entertaining. Maybe there's another Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds fan out there watching this, getting a fun time out of this video. Or maybe I'm convincing some of you people out there who have not seen Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds to go and fucking watch it because it is a masterpiece. Hopefully I've done that. That would definitely be a very nice thing for me. But yeah, I mean, at this point, I really don't have anything else to add to the conversation with this thing. It's just a Funko Pop of Stardust Dragon. It does that very well. It's gonna go at the top of my anime figure collection because I love Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds so much. And yeah, there you go. This was a weird review. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, if you did, maybe give me a like, subscribe for more anime figure reviews in the future. Hopefully next time will be a lot more back to basics, and we won't have this weird ass kind of review we had this time. But this really was less of a review of this figure, more of just a gush fest about Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, because holy crap, I could fill up a 4-hour long video of gushing over Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. But there you have it. Thank you all so much for watching the video. Enjoyed it. This is DK Guillotine, signing out. What the fuck was that video?